Are the Romulans using Borg Tech in the new Picard series? Find out next on Star Trek Theory. Welcome to Star Trek Theory, where we look at different ideas and theories about Star Trek. And today we continue to break down the new Star Trek Picard trailer to see what we can uncover about the Romulan Borg connection. The Romulans have always been more than willing and able to use other species' technology to make superweapons, but have they finally used the Borg tech? From what we saw in the trailer, the answer might be yes. We get a glimpse of a Borg Cube in the trailer, but more interestingly, there are Romulan guards patrolling inside. Could they have taken over the Borg Cube? Before we dig deeper into that, it's useful to look back, as the Romulan Borg connection goes back much further in the Star Trek universe. The infamous Narada, Nero's mining vessel from the 2009 movie, didn't really look in any way like a regular Romulan vessel, and had weapons and technology that made it a force to be reckoned with. In fact, there is some backstory in the tie-in Countdown comic, which takes place before the movie and shows how the ship originally started off looking quite differently. In the comic, after Nero witnesses the destruction of Romulus from the Hobus supernova, he kills the Romulan Senate and finds out about a secret base called the Vault. Supposedly in the Vault they've been experimenting with Borg Tech, trying to integrate it and reverse engineer it. And they go ahead and retrofit the original Narada and turn it into the war machine that we see in the movie when it comes through the time wormhole. This is supposedly canon, but it's hard to know if a comic will be adhered to. Still, it's interesting to think that the Narada was part Borg Tech, and designed to be that way on screen using this backstory in mind. But what about the Borg Cube seen in the trailer? And what can we glean from this? If the Romulans have been using Borg Tech 15 years ago, then it's definitely possible they're able to capture or disable a Borg Cube. It's definitely not a complete cube, it's either damaged or it's under construction. It looks like there are blue force fields around the cube filling in and making up the familiar shape where pieces are missing. And one theory which is totally out of left field, but I'll throw it out there anyway, what if this Borg Cube has become the Romulans' new home base? They definitely had to evacuate once Romulus was destroyed, so did this Borg Cube perhaps become their new home? Comment down below whether you agree with that or not, but personally I'm not so sure. I think there's a better idea. There are scenes that show the interior of the cube, looking far brighter and also using different color schemes to usual, and Romulan guards patrolling right next to Borg alcoves. A better idea is this is actually a Borg Prison Ship. Maybe they found it damaged in space, or it's a remnant of some Borg war which happened in the last 15 years, and the Romulans are running it. There's clearly some text which says the facility has gone 5,843 days without an assimilation, which works out to just over 16 years, and that fits into the approximate timeline of the supernova. Why would Romulans want to keep Borg prisoners? And we get a clue in the next few shots where we can see they aren't Borg at all. So if we take the prison sign literally, there is a threat of assimilation, yet none of the prisoners actually look like Borg at all. There are many species here, in fact, even Andorians. Could it be that these are the remnants of the Borg without their technology, and the Romulans have been deborging and removing their implants? But there's still a lot of unanswered questions like, why would the Borg allow them to do this? How and why would they have lost their implants? Have they evolved over the last 16 years? Are they now something else? And does this make them even more dangerous? We'll take a look at this in the next video and dive deeper into what the Borg connection could be in the new Picard series. Subscribe now to get all the latest speculation and theories on the new Picard Star Trek show. And leave a comment down below and let me know what your thoughts are on all these theories. Thanks a lot for watching and see you next time.